This week's chord is called Fadd9, and it's my absolute favorite first chord to play on the ukulele, but it's also really great if you've been playing for a while and you want to get a little bit more sound out of some of the chords that you usually play. Now let's go ahead and start by learning the chord itself. It's very simple. One finger, just using our pointer finger here with our fretting hand. We're going to take it and place it on just the first fret of the E string, which is the second from the bottom. Now a little tip with this, especially if you're new to playing, is if you're placing it right in between the two wires, you're going to notice it's harder to push and get a good sound. So what I want you to do is creep up towards the fret wire itself. You don't want to go over it, but go right up against it, and that'll make pushing down a little bit easier. So again, that's the first fret on what we call our E string, which is the second string from the bottom. Now if we fret it like that, it should sound something like this. Now if you've played the ukulele before, you'll know that an F chord looks something like this with our middle finger here. Well, it's just stripping that away. And what's amazing about this chord is I actually like the sound of it better despite it being easier. In fact, more often than not, if I'm playing a song and it calls for an F chord, I'll take out this Fadd9 because it has just a little bit more flavor and sound to it, making it one of my favorites to use. Now, when you're first learning the instrument, this one finger chord is pretty cool. So if it's your first time playing, I really like this chord. And if you're trying to teach someone else who's new to playing, this I think is the best one to teach them. And one of the great reasons why is, bonus chord today, we're also gonna work on C7. And all that you do for C7 is move your index finger down from the E string first fret to the A string first fret. So it's literally just moving down a string. And with just one finger, you can play this chord, which is pretty great. So if I just switch between Fadd9 and C7, which is really just switching between an F and C7 sound, it sounds something like this. Now you notice I said it's basically an F chord. Well, for just a little bit of music theory here, an Fadd9 adds what we call the 9 to the chord. And the 9 is actually the same thing as a 2. And what this means is in our musical alphabet, we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then it goes back to A. So if you think of A as 1, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A is 8, which means B is 9, which is the same as A, B, 2. And so we can think of the 9 as just a 2 to make it a little bit easier to count. So if we're thinking about F, add 9, we're thinking about an F chord, and we're adding the 9. And the 9 of F is F, G. And the way that we add it is playing our open G string. So that's a little bit of theory behind it. And because it's that G note, it makes it so all 4 notes in the chord are all different, which is pretty cool because it adds a little bit of richness that's not there when you play a normal F, because a normal F actually doubles 2 notes. You'll notice my A string here and my 2 on the G here are the same thing, right? So a lot of mumbo jumbo if you don't care about music theory. It's trying to just say, hey, open the G, and it sounds really nice. So I like to use this chord whenever I'm playing an F. Try it out, see how you like it. It's great for beginners because it only uses one finger. Great to teach people, again, because of only one finger. For more information, check out mattukulele.com for more chord videos and other instructional methods.